it here. And we're thinking about using it for the spare wheel on the trailer.
Then we have 2 spare tires all the time.
Right. Wow, the lighting is interesting. It's purple.
Looks like they'd fit. They're a little wider. They're
Right.
definitely beefier tires.
Yeah, they are.
But if we put that axle's too long, you know, it'd stick. The tires would stick way the fuck out.
Is that okay?
Huh?
Is that okay for them to stick out?
Yeah, but all we really need is it to be. Actually, it'd be really cool to have one right in the middle, right here. Just one tire right in the middle. You know.
Right.
But if we had just them right here, just those things welded with the 2 tires right there, as long as they're not hitting the ground.
Mm-hmm. They need to be big tires.
Well, once we take it off the truck, it can lower down a little in the front to roll.
Right.
But we want them to go on there and not hit the ground, so they might go on top. So all we need is a short little piece of axle. You know,
Yeah.
one on this side, and then weld it to the other side. We only want it like that long for the 2 tires to be. We don't want it sticking way the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because that's just the steering one.
Right.
And some people even put that, like run that axle through here and put a bolt through it, so you can actually turn those tires a little.
Yeah.
On that bolt. So if we're going that way too much, you just turn them, and then we'll go that way a little. You know, as you're lowering it down.
Yeah.
Put a big bar in there and kind of turn it.
Yeah.
So we'll have to figure all that out, but I don't think we need that whole axle. We're just going to cut off a section and weld the other one to it, and then bolt it down to the top of this tongue.
Okay.
That'll work really good, I think. So, go ahead and paint this now.
Yep, it's ready. So we have spares of these. And they're all rusty and done. So Pete is making them work again. We'll cut the pieces up there and put new screws into wood. Look at how windy it is out there.
Well, it's going to be hauling ass today. You go like this on this one, like that, which is kind of weird. So the bolt comes down like this on both sides, 2 of them.
Yeah.
And then this lower one, the thing goes this way.
Oh, okay, cool. I got the thing on. Now I can finish painting the.
Something to put all these in.
Yeah, there's that white bin right there. Collect it. Wow.
Some gears that go around this thing, like a plate that goes out and around, and it's welded to this.
Mhm.
And then we put a bolt through there.
Yeah.
And then that can sit on that with the adjustment screw on it.
Mhm.
But then we gotta have something holding it from moving the other one.
Painted the tongue of it.
I cut a little too short. You might want a little closer like that. But once that thing's welded on it and it's got a little clearance, it might be about like that.
Right.
Not once it's welded to this. And this one he could bend a little bit and have it come down like that and then bolt in.
Mhm.
This is adjustable up and down. Maybe lower it way down.
Like this one's just totally broken. Anyways, we've been cutting this up into pieces, and what's going to happen is those solid pieces are going to go into that piping and be U-bolted onto this frame, and it's going to come just above this beam, just a tiny touch above, and there's going to be a piece of starboard there on that beam. And what we're hoping for is that the boat will be able to roll on the rollers, but also sit on this. So that's what we're working towards, and making pieces to put, solid pieces to put inside of these so that we can U-bolt it on. and we'll do 6 of them. This one's not gonna go here. We just are using this as a guide, as a reference. So there'll be 1 here, 2 here, 1, 2, 1 there, and then 2 in the back. So that's 6 of those. And then, hi, it's tiny. And then here, so we have this thing, and we thought, at first we were like, man, it would be kind of cool just to like, I don't know, set this thing right in here, you know? That way the boat has some sort of a stand, but it's not very wide, it's kind of skinny, and trying to find that under the water line, you know, might be a little difficult. So we've got an extra roller that we can put up here, about right there, that is wide enough for this to roll up onto. So I'll make some sort of thing, like a piece of metal that bolts across here with arms, maybe even with like some sticks sticking up so we know, and then the roller, and then this will go at the water line, and then we'll be able to see, that'll be more like a stop, so that way it'll stop the boat from rolling any more far forward. So that's what we're going to do with that and these pieces, and so that's the idea for that. And then we're working towards the jack stands. We showed you that we were angling the metal, so now we're gonna have to make patterns. We're gonna have to cut the angle and make patterns, little wood patterns for that, so that we can bring it to the welder and have him weld the pieces on. So it'll be like an angled piece like this with the jack stand, and then probably on that piece of pipe that comes up, we'll also have a kind of rounded pipe that'll come over to this beam, and we'll bolt onto that. So that's the plan, 4 of those on all 4 sides. Yes. We've been doing a bearing a night after work, just doing 1 bearing at a time. So far we have 2 done. This is the 3rd one right here. And while we are at it, we paint that right there. Osmo and paint. Kitty runs, that stuff stinks. Phew! I want to show what we did on Ava's boat today. Ava's little boat is coming along, man. Pete hacksawed off the thing there because Ava got an engine. We found a little Yanmar SB8 for 2,000 bucks. So we are making down payments on it. So pretty much we pulled off everything that was in this cockpit and have filled the holes. I gotta go back. The epoxy was kicking when I was doing that one, so I gotta go back and fill that one in, but I'll do that when we go to glass. But yeah, this one's already been done. Just gotta grind that and ferret. Do that with that and all these, and basically Ava's gotta sand the boat down and get it ready for paint. It's basically ready. This we might just make sure is okay. It looks like it got damaged pretty good. It's pretty cracked. Maybe grind that back a little bit and put a little glass on there. All in all though, man, boat's looking good, and kitties chasing after each other. And then we got another coat of varnish on. Ooh, on our nice cap rails. Nice. Yep, getting there. Hello. Look at these 90s lights. It's funny being in this truck. It's nice though. The diesel tank is leaking. So we're probably gonna drop, it's the back diesel tank, so we're probably gonna drop that thing and see what the heck's going on. At least we'll learn about the tank too. The previous owner had gotten new tanks put in, so that's pretty amazing actually. That's a bad angle. So we're gonna work on that. Get the diesel tank from not leaking. Then we can kind of see what's going on too. Learn about the truck. Another thing, this whole center thing has a TV back here. It's like a little 12-volt TV back there. We gotta get rid of these bearings too. Those are the old bearings for the trailer we don't need anymore. But anyways, I want to pull this whole thing out. And I just want it to be like just a catch-all box, I think. I'm just gonna pull this out and make it a catch-all. Put in another one of these plugs so that we have it. You know, stuff like that just to improve the interior here.
I just want to break this so bad.
Yeah. It's so spongy. It's like, it smells like a mushroom. It's not safe and sanitary. Get rid of all that rot. This is how you maintain a rotten boat.
Oh, we're gonna get in here and
dig it all out.
Cut it right here and here and get all these bolts out. But right now I'm just trying to
You're just kind of hacking away
get the loose shit out.
The mold. It's like really moldy. It's kind of danger mold right now.
Okay, that's probably pretty good for now.
Yeah.
Is that a garbage can?
Yep.
You start putting that in the can.
I started sweeping this side. It wasn't so bad, but a little bit of dig out.
I'm just gonna pull the
Gonna
foam
unbolt.
out of here.
We gotta unbolt this stuff.
Put new wood in.
Pull everything out. Put new wood. Yep. It's leaking around the ports. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's putting new ports in actually.
Okay.
So we can remove the ports and tape it off on the outside
Okay.
if we want. But I think we'll wait till after all this rain.
Yeah.
We got a tarp on it anyway.
Yeah.
But I caulked them on the outside to temporarily help
Yeah.
until we can. And really, I
Yeah.
want him to get the new ports too before we tear them out.
I had to clear this whole area out of all kinds of stuff. That was step one. It's a pretty cool boat. It just has some problems with the deck.
70-foot steel schooner built by Sutton in the hammock. And one of the boats rode to the Isles. I guarantee it sails good.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop all these leaks, and then another crew's gonna come in and paint the whole boat and sandblast it and everything.
It's a steel boat. Wasn't it built by True Orgy?
No, Sutton.
Sutton, oh,
Which
okay.
is right next door to True Orgy.
Okay. But they put a plywood deck or something, and that's what's rotting. Is the
Yeah, plywood glass deck, which
But they didn't glass between the layers of the plywood, which
they didn't glue the layers together. Which wasn't good. Once you got a leak, it just keeps going.
Yep.
And then they also didn't do a very good job bedding some hardware down and some other things like this Durade. That Durade was leaking. It just went,
Everywhere.
There's a spot about this big I had to repair up top.
Yep.
But I think we're getting it. There's another Durade over there that we haven't done yet. But it doesn't look to me like there's any damage. I don't know if this one was leaking too bad.
Yeah.
Because it looks to be in pretty good shape.
Right. And I mean, who knows how many years old this is? Like.
Well, it's 30 years old.
Yeah. So there you go. I mean, 30 years.